Greetings, I am Herbert Erpaderp, and today I'm going to build the Scorpius, which is obviously a Malifaux model. See, it says right there at the top of the box. As you might expect, the back of the box is simple, with a pair of 3D renders of the Scorpius. What more do you need, really? Inside the box we find this card. It tells us things we need to know about the Scorpius, like its abilities, attack actions, and tactical actions. Probably very helpful. And of course there's the plastic. This is one sprue that has been cut in half to fit inside the box. As you can see, the tail part has come free from the sprue at some point, which is a bit annoying, but I don't think anything has been damaged. There aren't a lot of parts here. That's about normal for a Malifaux kit. You get exactly what you need to build the model and there's not much by way of variation. Not so much a complaint as an observation. As you'd expect from a Malifaux plastic model, the details are nice and sharp. Everything is neatly moulded and free from errors. The mould lines are obviously there. In fact, I think they're heavier than on some other Malifaux kits that I've built. That said, they're still very light and almost unnoticeable, and they'll take minimal effort to remove. And there's a base. Look at how basey it is. So basey. There are no instructions included with this kit. They are, however, available online. You can see the exploded diagram here, and I've included a link in the description. It seems pretty simple, so let's get started. I begin with the central body part of the Scorpius. The name sounds kind of sinister, and I feel like I should be saying it like the Scorpius all the time. Anyway, there are two side parts that go onto the body. It seems like a good idea to add these before the legs. They'd probably get in the way. There's not really any keying for these parts, though the contour of the parts should show you when you've got them in place properly. There is a bit of a gap there. I'm not really sure if it should be there or if it needs to be filled in, but I'll leave it for now. Both sides went on very easily. The next thing I attached was this set of spikes that goes down the back of the Scorpion. Maybe it's a mohawk. Whatever it is, it slots in here with the spikes pointing back towards where the tail will be. I apply pressure to make sure it's properly in place and then I add glue. Very spiky. Time for legs. First, I put the front set on. Are these arms or legs? Instead of claws, the Scorpius has what looks to be shooty things on the ends of the arms or forward legs or whatever they are. The part, unsurprisingly, goes into place very easily. This set of legs is next. I consulted the instruction diagram to figure out which leg set goes here, and I think I got it right. They're not numbered or labelled in any way, which is a bit annoying. The part looks as though you could easily put it on backwards, though I think I've put it on the right way, and the part goes in just as easily as the forward limbs did. The third set of legs is also very easily installed. I didn't want to risk putting my finger into the messy glue on the previous set of legs, so I used the back of my knife to press the legs all the way into place. And then of course more glue is applied. The Scorpius can now stand on its own. The hind legs are single parts for whatever reason. Still, they're attached in much the same way as the other legs. Nothing too tricky here. It's a good idea to make sure both legs are in place and fit properly before adding any glue. This is a very leggy model. Next, I attach the head. There's keying for this part to ensure that you don't put it on all wibbly wobbly like, and it goes on very easily. I apply a little pressure and then add some extra glue under the bottom. It looks quite heady, not like a human head though, a Scorpius head, which is different. And finally, the tail, with what looks to be another shooty thing in place of a stinger. Like the head, there's a little guide nub on this part and it goes into place very easily. I add a bit of extra glue for a good strong bond and that's it. The Scorpius is now complete. That didn't take long at all. Not that I was really expecting it to. I probably sound like a bit of a broken record with my praise of Malifaux's plastic models, but I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't think it were true, so, as I expected, this was a very enjoyable, easy and hassle-free build. The parts were all there, they were all very neat and well detailed, and went together easily without need for extra work. Mould lines were easy to remove and the instructions were easy to follow. The only thing I feel I really needed the instructions for was the legs. It would have been nice if they were labelled in some way, but I managed to get them all into probably the right place anyway. It's a simple and straightforward model, and the result is a really cool looking critter. It's obviously a mechanical critter, so there's a lot of options in how you paint this. You could make it shiny and metallic, or rusty, or hot pink. Of course, you can do the same with a model of a living being too, but some might say it's a little bit unrealistic, or something. I think I'm starting to ramble. Either way, I think the Scorpius looks great. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. And of course, if you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe to me here on YouTube, follow me on social media, and watch me live stream on Twitch. And if you really like the things I do, please consider helping to support the channel over at Patreon. Links to all of those things are in the description below. I shall return soon, so until then, keep being awesome and thanks for watching. Farewell.